I have created you, a part of a body, an eye, to monitor the universe for me. I call you the guardians. After I am long gone to hibernate in my chamber, you wander less around the universe seeking your meanings. You seem like you have a mind of your own. You access the system to make a body for yourself and take a walk on the world. You decided a home for yourself. You called upon the skies for something. It responded, with three essences, white, green, and black. You distributed each element to your choice. You launched the whites to create the heavens and the skies. You planted the green into the piles of earth. You banished the black from this world. Millennials after millennials, the world has been evolving on survival of the fittest, as a tailor to your likings. You witnessed and breathed life into the world of your choosing. Life comes and goes. Till recently.
Oh, how long have I slept?
You question yourself while shaking your head to sober. You remember you have a task to monitor the universe for your Lord, and this is the little world you have created. This is like a very long movie, a movie longer than you expected and has unintentionally fallen asleep. You whisper to yourself and hope your Lord will not punish you after finding out. You are unsure where the other guardians go, and it is not the right time to call out to them. You focus for a bit, and you spot a big mountain and a stretch of the valley surrounding a flat land. That mountain is likely dormant and quiet. But you find the neighboring environment is teeming with life. The river water is flowing, and fish are jumping out of the water's surface and falling back in. A nice breeze ran by, swaying the trees, the grasses, and the farm fields of wheat. It is almost time for a good harvest. You also see wild games everywhere and domesticated animals reared near each home. You got curious and decided to check out what it might have been for such a village so energetic with activities despite this small. You can even count the huts with two hands. You sense a particular human movement, a boy, probably in his early teens, shouting at his sister.
May, let's go catch some fish for dinner tonight.
The boy shouted, eager to take off to the streaming river to catch a fish with one hand holding the bucket and the fish line.
Wait for me, Alfred,
said the little girl, panting while doing her best to gain on his brother. You startled.
Wait, this is a word I have never heard before.
You pondered. And you try to repeat what the girl said.
Ed.
You slowly notice a beautiful color coming out of your mouth after vocalizing the word. You smile to yourself.
This is it.
You felt that this is the moment you might be waiting for, thinking that you must bring this little boy to your Lord's presence.
Hey, yeah.
The boy threw the fishing line into the river after scooping a bucket of water resting at the side. The girl cried.
Hey, you went without me. Ain't not fair, you said to allow me to go first the next time.
Alfred giggled.
All right.
He pulled the line, and passed the fishing pole to his younger sister.
There you have it, but be careful.
Reacting to her of not falling into the water.
Hey, yeah.
The line went off successfully without a sweat. May has learnt Alfred's coaching and shows a massive grin.
Al, I did it. Can you see it?
Yeah, I coached you myself, didn't I?
Alfred trying to brag and taking credits. 2 hours later.
Let's go home now,
said Alfred.
It will be a hearty dinner tonight.
You witness the siblings wrapping up for the day and carrying the fish bucket home. The siblings sing their favorite song along the way back. The night, now filled with fireflies, brightens the dark. It is also a cooling night with a breeze blowing. The siblings reach home and call out for their mother.
Mom, we are home.
Mom, we are home,
said the siblings. The mother came out from the kitchen worried, thinking about where her kids had gone.
Al, where have you brought May to?
The mother, Kristen, asked.
I brought May to catch fish at Panya River.
Alfred replied.
I told you not to bring May there, and it is dangerous. Why don't you listen?
angrily and also carefully examine the siblings, making sure there are no injuries or bites. Although Alfred understands the risk of being near the river, he only thinks of that role as an elder brother in the family, and he should help out as much as he can. He frowned and replied,
Yes, Ma. I have listened, but I have been taking good care of May without leaving a sight.
passing the fish to Kristen.
Wash up and prepare for dinner. And don't run.
Kristen shouted while walking back into the kitchen to continue her cooking. The kids cheekily stared at each other and started to race towards the restroom to clean their hands and legs before Mother finished her sentence. They laid each cutlery and plate in front of each chair on the table from the kitchen cabinet.
Dinner is almost ready. Who can help and bring me an egg from Chicken's pen?
Kristen asked.
I'll go.
Alfred jumps out of his seat and walks towards the house's side door. That direction is where the chicken's pen is. Alfred entered the pen sneakily to avoid disturbing the chicken's rest. He steadily took an egg and left. Just as he was about to leave the pen, he stopped. He senses something, but he cannot tell what it is. He stared towards the direction where the guardian was and could not make out if he was seeing something. You are not surprised, as you already know the little boy is capable of himself one day, or even more than you expected. You stayed quiet and not moving as though you were acting as though Alfred had spotted you.
This is interesting, and I would like to witness his life experience.
You are determined. The family started their dinner and shared their activities and village news over the meal. It is now late. Alfred's yawning contagious spread to May and Kristen. They stared at each other and laughed. This marks a meaningful night on a usual night. The family took turns bathing and washing up before heading to bed.
Good night.
May rubbed her sleepy eyes while heading to her room. Alfred, as always, played his duties to be the last one awake to walk around the perimeter of the house even though nobody told him to. Alfred walked around the house like a guard and sensed the same thing. He stared but still could not make out what it was there. He yawned again, looking at the dual full moons in the skies. It is a clear night with few clouds decorating the night skies. The chill breeze went by.
Woo, let go to bed.
Alfred feeling too cold standing outside the house.